just got an awesome new turntable and maybe it's your first one ever, even if this is an upgrade from a previous one or for someone who has had other turntables, you should do these 5 things right when you get a new turntable. Some of these things are technical to your actual turntable itself, and some of them are more in regarding to your whole vinyl collection. I mean, after all, you got a turntable because you want to start collecting vinyl records, right? I mean, you didn't just want to buy one record. Nobody has just one record. And if you do, please let me know in the comments. I would like to know if you only have one record and if you only bought a turntable for one record. That would be interesting to me, and I would challenge you that you would probably want to get another record at some point. Here are 5 things that I think that you should do when you first get a new turntable, and they all happen to start with the letter L. I was going to call this video the 5 L's of a new turntable, but I know people would be like, oh, look, you're an L or a loser for even listening to vinyl, or you're just a loser in general, Rocco. Do all of these things if you just got a new turntable. Starting with, you should locate and level your turntable. Now, what I mean by locate is you should find a good spot that is solid and level in your house, and make sure, if you can, don't put the speakers on the same surface as the turntable. You might have an all-in-one, in which case that is unavoidable, and I'm gonna make a video for you later this year, but no matter what, make sure that the surface that you're putting the turntable on is stable and is level itself. And then, if you can, adjust the feet of the turntable so that you can level it out and use a small bubble level, or maybe your parents have a level or you have a level in the garage somewhere. Use it and make sure that the turntable is stable and level. It's probably like one of the most important things that you can do for a good sound of a turntable is to get it onto a solid surface that isn't going to push vibrations through it, because a turntable cartridge and the stylus is extremely sensitive. It's basically a little tiny microphone that's scraping over vinyl records to make the sound. It's kind of ingenious, but all the vibrations that can go through your house, that can go through a shelf, that can go through all those things, they can go through your speakers and through the record. So you want to make sure that the surface itself is as stable as possible and also level as possible. As well, for the people just starting a collection, use this time to decide a long-term storage solution for the many records that you're going to get. Records get heavy very fast. Even 10 records on a crappy shelf can easily fall and damage the shelf or the records or other things and things like that. So you want to think about a location and you want to think about leveling your turntable. Also, there are wrong ways to store records, like putting them on their side, which brings us to the next thing that you want to do, which is learn. Learning about records and vinyl and how to clean records and all of these things can preserve your turntable, it can preserve your vinyl, and it can make your entire listening experience that much better. Learn about your turntable and understand how to do things like balance the tone arm or align a cartridge or adjust the anti-skate. As a quick rundown here, the tracking force is how much weight the cartridge and the stylus puts onto the vinyl itself. Too much weight and it can hurt the record. Too little weight and the stylus could skip and could also hurt the record. So learn what your cartridge tracking force is, then consider getting a gram scale or learn how to balance your tone arm. And definitely subscribe to this channel. I have videos coming out about all of these very topics very soon. Learn from people on YouTube as well as other places online. Also, learn about cleaning records. This is a big one, and one that I wish that I would have started sooner and got a good routine with sooner. Even new records need to be cleaned, and I have videos about this topic and tools that can help with it. Links with all of that in the description, and you'll find them other places on the channel here. Also, with learning about the records that you want to get, and you can do this while you're listening to records. Read the backs of the albums or the books that it came with, and this is where a big part of your vinyl journey can come in, which is Discogs. You should go to discogs.com. You should use it. You should make an account. You should start adding your vinyl to your collection right now. And while you do that, look up the different versions of the records that you just got. Chances are you might have gotten some Walmart pressings or some Target pressings along with your first turntable, both of which could be very cool, but there are also tons of other versions of records out there. Deluxe editions, AAA pressings from a master copy of tape or things like that. Just all kinds of things that you want to check out. Not that you need to start getting any of those AAA copies or things like that, but you should start learning about them. Learn about the vinyl process, about how vinyl is made and what goes into making a good pressing. Also, learn about inner sleeves and outer sleeves. They can really help protect your records. I have videos about those as well, but there are tons of other options out there. And one other thing, learn that people in the world of vinyl can also be real jerks sometimes. Just like any niche hobby, I know people that are super into toys that are like the worst human beings on the planet. And you're like, wow, you're into things that are made for children and you hate people. But you know, it happens. So learn who you like and who you don't in all avenues of this. Learn what you like and what you don't, and then listen. The next one here, seriously, should probably be number one or like number 0, I guess. You just got some new vinyl and a new turntable. Listen to the music. Sit down and actually listen. Take in the artwork. Enjoy live analog music in your house. It amazes me, but more people actually don't listen to their records. I've seen videos of people with piles of unopened mailers or new records stacked up that they've never listened to. This is the only reason that you should be doing this, is listening to the vinyl. Unless you're a diehard collector for more than just vinyl or you flip stuff, but if not, listen to your records. It's probably the easiest thing that you can do on this list. It's the most fun thing that you can do on this list. And it was the whole entire purpose why you ever even considered getting a turntable to begin with. And I know it's a weird thing, but like there are articles out there that show that like 50% of people that go out there and collect vinyl don't actually have a turntable or don't listen to their records. So if you are in the other 50% of the vinyl collecting world of people that actually has a turntable now, because you just got a new turntable, that's why you're watching this video, listen to your new turntable and your new records. Best advice I can give you. After you listen to the records that you got, the best thing to do is now load up on more records. I can say this from my own experience when I got my first turntable. Just focus on getting more records. I spent years getting more and more and more records and never worrying about my sound or all the little things that honestly just kind of drive me nuts today. They are fun and you're going to get into those things, like getting a mono cartridge, for example, or getting an expensive record cleaning machine, or, you know, pining over different pressings and stuff like that. All of that stuff is going to come in due time. But right now, you just got a new turntable. Just load up on more records. They can be new records. They can be used records. Make sure that you actually like the music that you are getting into. And then also go back to the previous thing and listen to those records and learn about those records. But definitely, I would say that the best thing for a new vinyl collector who just started out, don't focus on anything else other than just buying more vinyl. That should be like your number one focus. If you want to, you know, if you're interested in getting a new cartridge, cool, check that out. Definitely consider cleaning the records. That is a big thing. I have videos about that, like I said, that you can check out to get some very easy cleaning solutions that are cheap, as well as some expensive ones that are easier to use. But just know that the number one thing you can do besides listening to your collection is building more of your collection by loading up on more records. And an easy way to load up on new records is to do the next thing, which is locate your local record shop. Find the place that you will call your shop. Make it as close to your house as you can, as long as it's a good shop. I say one near you as well, because it just makes the barrier of entry less. You'll want to go to it more if it's closer to you, but support the local store, mainly through buying their used records. Focus on the bargain bin, especially at this point. Again, load up, learn, and listen, and finding a great shop to help with this is actually very crucial and gives you someone to actually talk with and bounce stuff with in person in real time, and you can even listen and learn more while you're at the shop. Now, personally, I do buy more records online at this point than I do at my local store, and that might just end up being the case in your vinyl collecting journey because you're gonna get so many records, you're gonna build up your library so much to a point that not every record store has all the records that you're looking for. However, you can always support the local store with many different ways. Like I said, the best way to do it is by shopping in their used records and by just going there and buying anything from them. I have talked about in the past about some things to watch out for when you go to your local record stores, but honestly, you shouldn't even be really worried about those things when you just got a brand new turntable. Your local record store will help you load up on records to learn about records so that you can listen to more records and have a great time on your turntable that you leveled.
L for love.
This is a super fun an absolutely insane hobby to get into, and it can get really, really expensive as well, but it doesn't have to be. The beauty of getting into vinyl in 2026 and beyond is all of the choices that we have, and I plan on making a future video about that, so if you want to watch that video, definitely consider subscribing. We have choices in how much we want to get involved with the stereo, with which artists we want to listen to, and even with genres, and even with which pressings we want to get. So it might seem overwhelming, but don't let it be. Learning is really the best thing that you can do with your new turntable, and being open to new stuff will always make your collection better. There are so many records that I bought years ago that I only just recently realized how much I actually love them, so you will enjoy collecting records. If you want to start learning more about cleaning records, watch some of these videos here. If you want to learn more about equipment, watch some of these videos. If you want to support this channel more, watch some of these videos. It's really the best way that you can support this channel. Definitely go enjoy your new turntable. I'm going to go enjoy my turntable. I will see you on the next one.